So I'm continuing on the mystery of death. This is part 3. And as I said, if you really want to understand this material or non-material, you should go through sequentially, starting with part 1, part 2, and part 3, so on. Otherwise, it'll be a little confusing. Okay, so we were talking about vibratory frequencies of consciousness. Okay. Space, fire, water, earth are in fact different vibratory frequencies of consciousness that we call the material world. But remember, the material world is a human construct for a perceptual activity that is called the human mind, the fluctuations of consciousness within that narrow band of perceptual activity that is human, the Umwelt of human experience. Even in the regular world, you can see that everything that we look at has many different planes of existence. You can see that whatever object that you look at, which is a perceptual activity actually, but we can give it constructs. So whatever object you look at has a quantum mechanical nature, which is energy and information. It has a gaseous or vaporous nature, because if you heat, it will evaporate. It will evaporate. It has a fiery nature also. The gaseous nature is fire. And it has the liquid nature, and it appears as luminous flames or water or vapor or solid, what we call physical objects. These are different frequency domains of the same consciousness, which is infinite. Everyday ordinary matter simultaneously exhibits different vibratory frequencies. But if you experience them only in one frequency, that is because of your sensory apparatus. Any material item can be experienced in different forms. But after taking all these levels of existence, your senses give you only the experience of form and phenomena. Your senses give you a certain perspective of the nature of reality. Any material can be experienced in these different forms, okay? Solid things can be said to have dense vibration in spiritual terms. Dense vibrations, low frequency vibrations. And then, of course, there are high frequency vibrations. So vaporous things can be said to have a fine vibration, or a vibration of a higher frequency. Here, however, the reference to higher or lower does not mean up and down, better or worse, but is just an indication of density. Just as there are different planes of material things, there are also several planes of existence of consciousness, or spirit, if you want to call it, awareness, and we can call them spiritual planes. The most obvious vibratory frequency of consciousness is the material plane, but there are also fine, or what are referred to as higher spiritual planes. And in the, metaphysical, what do you call it? Metaphysical? Yeah, spiritual, theosophical literatures, these are called astral planes. So now we're getting there. Astra comes from stars and therefore refers to light. There are almost an infinity of astral planes, which can be divided into higher and lower astral planes, the lower astral planes being higher than the material planes. In the lower astral planes are found experiences of psychic phenomena, clairvoyance, clairaudience, telepathy, psychometry. Other vibratory frequencies of the lower astral planes include what people might call ghosts, apparitions of disembodied souls. These are sometimes sensed by humans in certain states of awareness, but are often sensed by animals, which have a sharp sense of awareness to some of these lower astral planes. In the lower astral planes, we also find thought forms and thought clouds, astral bodies traveling during deep sleep or altered states of consciousness, or you might say with drugs, with psychedelics, etc. All these are vibrations of spirit. Even our physical body has an accompanying astral body. The astral body is a complete mirror of the physical body with heart, liver, arms, legs, face, but it is vibrating at a different frequency. Most people are not aware of its presence. During life, the physical body provides a covering for the soul at a lower frequency. It gives it the appearance of being localized in the material world. In death, the physical body disintegrates, leaving the astral body to clothe the soul at a higher frequency, giving it a different appearance of localization. So I know this is not long, but it's a little abstract. And of course, many scientists will have problems with this because it's not part of our scientific framework. These are states of awareness that are frequencies of consciousness. Pure consciousness, Shiva, and then all these frequencies of consciousness, Shakti, vibrations. Okay, this is how the unmanifest becomes subtle and then finally material, in appearance only. Okay, but it's the same thing. So, my friends, if you like this, I'll continue. Part 3 is today, the mystery of death.